Hi John, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson this morning. So quite impressed with how you swing it. Takeaway here is incredible as you go back. Great positions, club face is good. Club head goes a tiny bit inside, but nothing really to worry about at that position there. At the moment, everything looks really good. You know, at this sort of stage here, if we look at Justin Rose here on the right and we run through his swing. There we go, he's starting to move. You can see you and him at this position are fairly similar. Your hands are a tiny bit deeper, but everything's nicely tucked in. Shaft angle is just above the ball, which is what we are looking for. So good positions there, John. This is where things just start to go a bit wrong for me. You just tend to lift the club into position, and we're going to see that right elbow of yours get disconnected at the top. So not only is the gap between the elbows for me too great, but this right elbow, you know, if we had something underneath, underneath it like a glove or something, it falls away. If we look here at Rose as he goes to the top of his swing, you're going to see, look at tucked that, you know, his right bicep would be touching still part of his chest. You know, in this frame here, it's very tucked in and squashed, and that just gets the left arm a little bit more across the chest like Rose is, but it's going to start the downswing very different. So if we draw a line on Justin's from the butt of his club down onto his ball, if I can draw it in a straight line, there you go, and one for you. Okay, you're going to see your hands are going to stay to the right of this yellow line as you come down, which is slightly steep. And we can see that there with the shaft as well. It's also cutting through your left forearm. If we look at Justin here on the right, you'll see his hands fall on the inside of that yellow line. And that's purely because of the elbow. If the elbow is pointing down in this section here a little bit more, it's going to want to fall downwards as opposed to forwards. So that we can see now Justin's in the slot. From there he can attack the ball from the inside as he's doing there. So we draw a line through the ball. We can see his club head is always to the left of that ball, where if we draw a line on your ball from this position, you're going to see your club head goes to the right of that line, John. And that's where you're getting them pulls from with the short irons. The long stuff's going to cut too much, sort of going to fade too much, and occasionally you'll get fed up with that and you'll hit that low smother with the driver. So work on that for me. Really feel like you tuck, you know, your elbows together or squeeze your elbows together nice and tight. Very important. You know, I can give you that ball to use. Put a glove underneath that right arm. That will help you as well. And second thing, we put a stick in the ground there, and I just want you to feel that you start the ball right to that for me, John. It's very important that you feel like you start the ball just slightly right at target. Again, that's going to give you that feeling of dropping the club behind you and swinging it from the inside. So work on that for me. Regards your chipping, really quickly, we kept set up exactly the same. Just open the club face just 5 degrees on your chip shots. But practice for me is that strike point. Just try and practice, you know, setting up in line with the ball there, and just practice hitting the ground in front, especially with the chip shots. You were really struggling to get this line here being hit, and you're tending to hit this area back here. So work on that for me, John, and chipping. Just open the club face 5 degrees and just try and make them practice swings in line with the ball and catch the ground in front, and then you'll see a big difference with your connection on your chipping. Any problems, John, give us a shout.